Hi, I'm Doug. I've been a fitness and rehabilitation professional for 29 years. How is what you're doing helping your client? How is this particular activity helping them? If you can't provide an answer to that question of how is the activity that you're doing helping this client, then you have a problem. You should be able to say, I'm doing this activity because I'm trying to help them lift their leg higher. I'm doing this activity because when they stand on one leg, they were losing their balance, so I'm doing these one leg activities to try to improve that. A lot of times the trainer thinks that what they're doing is helpful because it's difficult for the client. And believe me, it's hard when you're first starting to do this with clients to kind of know the difference between something that's hard and something that's more or less impossible, because it looks the same to you. You know, you have someone that maybe they can walk heel to toe on a balance beam, so right away you're gonna put down obstacles in the way, or you're gonna have them tap something as they're walking forward, or hold a ball and throw it up and down. And suddenly you're having to hold on to them with maximal assist. And you're wondering, you know, I've got to make this harder because they could do the first part very easy. See, the trap is into thinking that a client always needs more difficult challenges. It's a very common mistake. I have had physical therapists with 20 years of experience make this mistake, and I've had new trainers make this mistake. The client does not always need the most difficult activity or even a very, very challenging activity to improve. A lot of times, a simpler challenge is the best one for quite a while until the person really regains their balance. If you focus on always trying to make something harder or always trying to make the challenge more and more difficult, you're actually focusing on not the thing that the client needs to get better. The client wants to be independent. That's why they came to see us. The client's not going to be dissatisfied if you don't always give them very, very difficult activities to do in a session. They're not going to be dissatisfied if you're not constantly changing. They're going to be dissatisfied if they don't get to the point where they're independent. So independent means that they can do activities without you touching them, without anyone grabbing onto them, because they want to be in their home cooking for themselves or going to take a shower on their own without you there, obviously. But that's the mistake that a lot of trainers make, newer trainers and even some of the older ones, is that they forget that the goal is always, with each activity, independence. So the most important question that you can ask yourself is, what is it that we are trying to help our client do? And I'm talking about what activity can the client not do in their general life that you're creating this activity to help them do. When you ask the question that way, in how does this activity help them do this, then it's very easy for the trainer to realize that they need to start off hanging on to the client, but if the client can't easily get to the point when they're independently doing this activity, that's not really going to help them. So we always should ask ourselves, in real life, for this person, what is it that they can't do that they want to be independent with? And how does this activity help them achieve that? If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more videos like this. If you want to access my full training course, click the link below in the description. This is not physical therapy or medical training. It is not meant to be medical advice to anyone. It is intended only as educational information for trainers and therapists. No one should ever perform an exercise without consulting with their doctor or medical professional.